Is it working?
Yeah,
okay.
Oh my gosh.
Why are we out of focus?
It was in focus when we did the test.
Okay, I'm gonna fix it.
I'm gonna sit back here.
Hello, everyone.
Hey there.
This is Chain 344. We are a knitting, spinning, crocheting, crafting podcast. And today we are on my couch.
Clinically insane.
Also that.
Oh, I thought we were going that route. Yeah, we're at Kait's house today. We could talk about our mental status later.
Okay, that'll be a later topic.
Yeah.
So, it's been a while since we've recorded. This is like awkwardly far. Okay, I'm gonna sit up here. Is that better? I don't know. It's been a while since we recorded, and
Did you miss us? I hope people miss us. I realized in asking that question I might get answers that I don't want to hear. Who are you?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Get out of my house.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had a lot of schedule things and not feeling good things, and so we haven't recorded in like
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
But this is gonna sound super not. I mean this in a not bad way, but it feels like it was literally 24 hours ago we recorded. Like a lot of stuff has happened, but at the same time I'm like, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
We got this time warp.
Yeah. Every Friday, every time it comes to Friday, I'm like, oh my god, this week went by so fast. But then on Monday, I'm like, oh my god, it's only Monday.
I think everyone has that feeling. I think everyone deals with those emotions.
Yeah.
I just can't fit all the things that have happened in 2 weeks. Like, I feel like somehow space and time not. Words also.
They discovered gravitational waves existed.
That's what's been happening to me.
Yeah, space-time. Actually, they knew that it was true all along, but they finally found proof that space-time can bend. So, that explains
time
all of
traveling is on the horizon,
Mm-hmm.
which may or may not be a good thing. You can weigh in the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
They will get really ugly.
I'm gonna guess, just based on how well we use our current technology, that probably not a good thing is the answer.
High regulations, and I'm thinking only sterile-like usage. Like, I feel like it's gonna be like the aliens we have hidden out in the desert. No one's gonna actually know about them, but we're all gonna be like, there's something weird out there.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw that guy walk out of that building, and now he's walking out of that building again.
Yeah.
Time travel just happened.
Yep.
Just don't trust the government.
Or, like, you can actually time travel and it works, but it's in such a limited, like, circumstance that it doesn't make any sense.
Morally, I say time travel, just don't do it. Just live your life. Time stream. Unless, maybe time travel, like, gives you superpowers.
Mm-hmm. People are gonna start using it like plastic surgery. Like, it'll be like a rich people fad thing.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's more like H.G. Wells. Right? He wrote Time Machine? Pretty sure.
I feel like that sounds
right.
but
that's the right name.
It's like doing math on stream. You can't, like, quote things or say authors on stream, because you just always get it wrong, even if it's something that you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Tolkien wrote Harry Potter.
Right, of course. Yeah.
I almost I was trying to say the wrong thing. I almost said J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter, which everyone would have just been like, you're a failure.
Yeah, she did.
Can't even be wrong when you need to. Hi, guys.
So this is a knitting podcast. We do sometimes talk about knitting.
I am knitting.
What are you working on?
I am not gonna talk about that yet. No, I'm not being mean. I'm trying not to. I'm gonna forget to talk about the events if we don't talk about it right now.
Oh, you're right. We do that first, don't we?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're out of practice.
It's been like 3 years. Feels like forever.
You just said it felt like only 24
Time
hours.
travel! Time travel! Come on, you're supposed to go with it.
But time travel isn't about your feels, it's about science.
How do you know? Have you time traveled?
Maybe.
Exactly.
You don't know.
See, I couldn't tell you if I did, because you're checking your binder to see if you've time traveled.
Well.
Hi.
Oh, we don't have the date written on this one anyway. 128. It's right there.
What? That was the last time we recorded?
Yeah, it says so.
We haven't recorded in February!
And
Hi,
it's
February.
the 15th.
Oh! How's everyone's February been?
Pink.
Mine's been rocky. And not Rocky Horror. That would probably be better than how it has been so far. No, it's fine. We're all good. There's been good things. Sometimes rocks are nice.
Yeah.
Like gemstones.
Yeah.
And we've had some gemstones this month. Like the pen pal swap. I was giving you my, are you ready for this segue? Look.
I wasn't even trying to guess where it was going.
Oh.
But I'm glad it went there. So pen pal swap. Okay, let's do that one then.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi,
so
friends.
if you are participating in the pen pal swap, thank you guys so much. And
Exciting.
yeah, and all of that stuff is sent out, so you should know who your partner is. If you signed up to participate and don't know who your partner is, let me know. But everything should be fine,
Yeah.
I think. So write to your partner before the end of February.
You got like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
And remember that the swap is a flat swap only, so whatever you send has to fit into a regular sized envelope. Or a card envelope, those are sort of not regular size, but
Square envelopes take more postage. USPS is stupid. Yep.
so whatever you send it in a rectangular envelope.
Unless you want to pay extra for the 1-to-1 ratio fee. Yeah. Thanks, USPS.
Most cards are rectangles anyway.
Yeah,
so
no, they are. But there are some that are square.
Yeah.
That have sailboats on them. I have a set. I can't send them to people because it costs more.
unless you put
it
them
in
inside, yeah.
Which I have done. Or inside a box or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No boxes this time, though.
No boxes. Flat only. I've received my partner's
You
shipment already.
are, like, on top of the game.
I'm not, she is.
She is, like, on top of the game. That's Quilla, right?
Yes.
On Ravelry.
Yes.
You go, girl.
Right, yeah. And I started writing back and did not finish. That's how on the game I am.
I put my letter in the mail this morning, and then the post person refused to come to our mailbox.
Aww.
This happens frequently. Our post person doesn't like us.
Why?
Because I use their service and create job security, and it's too much work to do your job. That's my theory.
The people at the post office are really nice.
They're super nice. And it's like the only time, I mean, there's been like a few other times, but very rare that the people in the post office are nicer than the ones driving the trucks.
Yeah.
But that's the case.
Santa works at our post office.
Yeah, he does.
He's the nicest guy.
He's so sweet.
I wish that I knew his real name, but I don't.
I knew exactly who you're talking about. He looks just like Santa, and he's just as nice.
And through all of December, he wore a Santa hat.
It was large.
Yeah.
Did he have the one that lit up when you went in?
Oh, I don't think so.
He had one that had like lights around it when I went in. It was so festive. He must have a ton of them.
Yeah, he must.
People must tell him frequently that he looks like Santa.
I mean, how could you not?
He looks just like Santa. Yeah. So pen pal swap. Cool stuff is going on.
Yep.
Friends, burgeoning relationships, mail.
Yeah. And so by the end of February, send your thing. And then after that, all interactions is on you guys. If you want to continue writing or sending each other stuff, that's on
All
you.
you.
We're not further organizing.
Yeah. But if you have an Instagram and you want to post pictures of what you got or like sneak peeks of what you're sending, use the hashtag CH344penpals. I made a hashtag for us.
I saw that. I posted a thing to our Instagram once, which like never happens. And then I was scrolling through all the stuff that you've posted, and I was like, oh, I guess I should have put a tag on that for our own thing that we're doing.
It's okay. I don't, like, communicate what I'm doing on Instagram. I don't, like, tell you. I just, like, secretly post pictures
because you know that I never look at it.
Our barn and stuff. It's okay.
I do enjoy opening it up every, like, 2 weeks or something and seeing all of your pictures.
That's my videos of Ernest doing weird stuff.
Oh, the one of him walking that you posted was the cutest thing.
Oh, I love
the
him.
cutest thing. Period.
Yes. Ever. I have to agree. He's the best. Not that baby number 2 is any less great, but I love Ernest. He's hilarious. I have high hopes for this child. Yeah.
Once this one starts walking, then that'll be the cutest thing, so...
They'll be both walking. It'll be like cute explosion.
Yeah.
Can't even handle it. Mentally. Like, my brain won't even picture it. Siblings holding hands and walking.
Oh,
I know, right?
Oh, somebody is coming in the door.
It's fine. We can edit this out.
Hi, honey, we're recording.
Yay.
Look, he shaved his face.
Oh my. I didn't even recognize it. Stranger.
We need to vote today.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was today. The primary is today.
Oh crap. I don't even know our polling place. Oh, I gotta look that up.
It's open until 8.
That's good, because I'm gonna need to figure out how to get there.
Did you go and do it already?
No.
Oh. What do you have a card from?
This is the one that the clerk sent me when
Oh.
I registered that you still haven't gotten yet, even though we both sent our registration at the exact same time.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've gotten mine.
You can register the day of.
Yeah,
at the
you
polling
just
place.
take your
As long
driver's
as you got
license.
your ID,
Your driver's license and a proof of residency. So,
Oh.
like a letter.
But your driver's license takes proof of residency to get.
Oh yeah, maybe your driver's license can count for
Okay.
both.
I hope. Well, I'll take a bunch of letters too.
Okay.
These are from my pen pals. I don't think those count.
No.
My mom wrote me this one. She knows where I live.
She wouldn't lie, she's my mom.
My mom never lies. Oh boy. Yep.
We may cut that out.
We might not. Let's be real. We might not.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. Second thing, share this video.
Oh yeah.
We
I didn't even write that down.
I did. I wrote nobody really big next to it. We didn't have anyone share last video.
Or if they did, we didn't have them comment and
Yeah.
say who they were, so.
So, share a video of ours, this one, past ones, whatever, share it on a social media platform. Comment, tell us you shared it, give us your Ravelry name, or tell us who you are in general, and you could win one of my patterns that I've written.
Yeah. And so it's a code to your Etsy shop, right? So it's a choice.
Or Ravelry.
Oh,
Like,
right.
whichever you prefer, like, if you want the Ravelry. Or I could just email it to you. I can do anything. I'm powerful.
But it's a choice of your A choice of your choice.
It's a choice of your choice. A pattern of your choosing from my Ravelry or Etsy shop. The same patterns are in both, so it doesn't really matter. Wherever you look, you'll see the stuff. It's everywhere.
Sounds good.
Yes.
So, if we have somebody do that by the next time we record, the drawing will be next week, or whenever we record next.
Yeah, let's not make any promises.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good. Vaguely, whenever we record next.
Yes.
It'll be
next
fun.
time.
Episode 38.
Yep. If you subscribe, you'll get notifications when it gets uploaded.
Yeah.
Little bonus for those who subscribe. It's like, subscribe.
Also, it helps us out in search rankings and stuff.
So other people can find us and be confused by our ramblings.
Yeah. So the next eventy thing that we have to talk about.
Oh gosh, I didn't write that one down.
Oh, okay. So we
I'll
balance out.
Yeah, I'll let you do the words.
I'm looking down at a binder. It probably looks like I'm just staring at the floor.
She's not.
I'm not. So we're doing a knit along next, and unlike our past events, this is going to be a sort of longer running sort of thing. We're going to do seasonal events rather than monthly events. I don't know. I feel like it gives people more of a chance to
Banter.
participate. Yeah.
Get involved.
And so this is going to be a spring cleaning event. So the idea is that you use stash items. No purchases are allowed.
None. Don't even care if you don't have enough yarn. Sorry.
We know you do somewhere.
You'll figure it out.
So this is going to run March 20th through June 20th. Or June 19th, I guess, technically. So, from the first day of spring to the last day of spring. And
It's a long one.
yeah. So, because it's so long, you can submit up to 3 things, 1 per month, but we're not gonna... You can submit 3 things, that's it.
Yeah, we're not going to be like, you submitted 2 things in March.
No, yeah, it doesn't matter when, it's just 3 things is your
Total.
limit. You are not allowed to purchase a new pattern for this, but if it's a freebie, like, whatever.
Yeah, we're not going to police that.
And the yarn must be from your deep stash. And we realize that means something different for everybody. You know, if you don't keep a stash around, then whatever you have that's oldest.
Yeah.
Or something that was gifted to you a while ago that you haven't figured out what to do with it yet. You know, whatever. Whatever you consider deep stash for yourself.
Challenge.
Yeah. So, and some people, like me, have a huge stash. Well, I mean, not huge compared to some people, but for me, it's too big.
You've got a lot of yarn. Not like saying, like, it's too much yarn. I'm just saying, like...
It's probably too much yarn.
It's an amount of yarn.
It is that, yeah.
I always feel like I have, like, a vague grasp of, like, what kind of stuff you have in your stash, and then you'll just, like, whip something out and be like, yeah, I had this around. And I'm like, where? What is that from?
The biggest problem is that, you know, I have some over there, and then I've got a box over there, and then I've got some Rubbermaids over there, and then I'll be looking around and be like, oh, wait, but I remember I had this drawer that I haven't looked in for a million years that's also full of yarn, and
man.
like it's just kind of squirreled away in different places.
True stashing.
Yeah.
True stashing.
Yeah, like so stashed I don't even know what's there anymore.
Stashed from yourself. That's how mine used to be, like, pre-little ones. Like, it used to be, like, wherever. But now, that's baby toys.
Yeah.
So I had to consolidate, so I only have, like, I have them all in one dresser region.
Yeah.
And
I have not been forced to consolidate like that.
yeah, well, I mean, it also helps when you turn into a gypsy and move, like, 9,000 times. You lose stuff, and you decide, it's time to cut this back. Red Heart,
Yeah, red heart has got to go when you move.
first on the chopping block. I don't know how it happens. Like, you'll just be sitting there in this place that you've lived for, like, 9 months, and then you turn around, and you're like, I got rid of all the red heart when I moved here. And I haven't bought any.
But it appears, yeah.
How? Do people, like, oh, yeah, she uses yarn, and I have this nasty stuff. I'm just gonna put it behind her couch.
I think that's kind of exactly what happens.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that exact thing has happened to me. Caught people in the act.
Is the camera just, like, slowly getting out
It
of
is.
focus again? I haven't touched it. What's happening?
I know, it's a gravitational shift.
Okay, is it better? I don't know.
Yeah, it's in focus. Look at us. We're so focused.
I didn't touch it, though. Like,
No.
how...
I thought it was my eyes.
There is video footage of me not touching it.
Unless we cut that argument or discussion
that's
about...
true. Well, now I have to leave it in.
Oh, no. You can hear us talking about voting. America. Patriotism. Citizenship. I'm just going to keep saying buzzwords here.
Okay.
As I stop saying buzzwords.
What
Duty.
were we even talking about?
People leaving red heart at your house.
Right. Yeah. It's something that I get
Behind
gifted
things.
really frequently.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, oh, I could use this if I ever made, like,
A
a
thing.
stuffed animal or a rug or something that doesn't need to be touched.
Or a sofa cover.
Oh,
That would
plasticky,
be so
squeaky.
gross and so good. Ugh. See, now, with my family, I can use this. I can be like, oh, you know, we have a pretty small apartment, so either we take this bag of baby things or this bag of red heart. Like, we have to choose. And they just stop giving me yarn. They just give me lots of baby stuff.
And eventually you have to get rid of that, too. Because
Yeah.
there's just so much baby stuff in the
know.
world that can be gifted to you.
I'm afraid for the future. I am. Let's not be afraid.
Okay. Spring cleaning, that'll be a good opportunity.
Yes, get stash out.
Yeah.
I'm already, like, on it. Like, I've been obsessed with garter stitch lately, and I think I have looked at every single garter stitch shawl that anyone has ever made in the history of Ravelry. And I'm gonna make all of them.
Every single one of them.
Or at least 2. Yeah. A lot of shawls. But I never have the right weight of yarn. And that's how the stash grows. You'd be like, oh. Well, if I just get, like, 7 skeins of DK. And I'll use it right away.
Yeah. Or, you know, if I don't, I'm sure it'll
Yeah, use it for...
yeah.
DK is so versatile in this puce and pink and lime green variegated short repeats.
Oh, just imagining that makes me cringe.
It could be nice. There's no way that could be
No.
nice. No.
Anything with the word puce in it. Like, even if it is a pretty color sometimes.
My favorite word to describe anything. I love making people uncomfortable by using the word puce.
Did you know that there is contention over the color that the word puce refers to?
Yes.
Some people
Say it's green.
green, like lime, kind of pukey green.
Yeah, and some people say it's like fleshy pink.
Purple, purpley, mauvey.
Gangrenous flesh.
Yeah.
I don't know which camp I'm in. Puce is gross. That's all I have to say.
Now it's hard to imagine the word not in reference to both colors.
Yeah, I know.
Which is weird.
Yeah. In Monsters, Inc., the form that they're referring to when they say don't file the puce one is pink, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's green. I don't...
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch Monsters, Inc. and get back to you.
But yeah, there's real, like, contention over...
Where do you fall,
Please,
viewers?
let us know.
Weigh in. Ravelry, YouTube comments. What's puce?
What is puce? That is going to be the title.
What does puce mean to you?
And then I'm going to write it in green and purple. Just to be...
Yes. Kait's pen was, like, kind of the purpley puce first, and then it turned to the green puce.
It's so weird. It started writing one color, and then just as I wrote, it can
Turned
change.
lime green.
It's probably not gonna...
I know, because this camera hates green.
Oh, it does hate green.
And puce.
You can't even see that there are words on the paper.
Cool.
Whatever.
Yeah. Alright, so moving along, that's our viewer interactive question for the episode.
So, now, what are you working on? Can I ask yet?
Yeah, you can ask.
Okay.
I won't answer. No. I will. I have been really in crazy pregnancy time, and I've worked on one thing. I've made like 90,000 washcloths, but I finished all of those. So my only work in progress right now is for my mom. So Mom, if you're watching, I don't think you do, but if you are, don't look. Well, I mean,
ooh.
Yeah. See? Now that's like tempting her to look. Don't look. I don't think you're looking.
I haven't seen this, so I looked over and was
wowed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna look cool on the camera.
Oh, it just looks black.
I know. Okay, so this is really curly, and I hope that blocking will fix it.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a Nurmaline 2. It's a... Oh man, the lace actually looks legit on the camera. It always just looks like a tattered garbage pile to me. Nothing against the pattern. You'll hear that sad story in a second. So this is Nurmaline 2. It is a skew triangle shawl, free pattern, Ravelry. It's got these lace sections. It's garter, and I love it. A lot of people really hate garter stitch, but because I'm insane and also pregnant, or pregnant and insane, either way, I'm like obsessed with garter stitch right now.
I'm okay with it in small doses, but like the section of that shawl that you showed me.
Oh yeah.
And it was like a 6-inch section of garter on a regular triangle shaped shawl, like at the end. Mm-hmm. So it would be like
a slog.
600 stitches of garter. That seems just like mind numbing.
Yeah, that's why
I couldn't do it.
I love it. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I like to not have to worry about lots of stitches. And purling always makes my gauge and tension get really weird on shawls, which blocks out fine, but while I'm working on them, I'm always sad because they're like really bunchy.
Yeah.
Which this one's kind of bunchy, but I chose to do this in Lorna's Laces Black Sheep in the Irving Park colorway, and I realized it before I unwound it and started on it, but this is a thick to thin yarn, and this pattern does not call for a thick to thin yarn, so I was a little wary of how the lace section would turn out, and I really
like it.
It's looking good on camera. But if you look at how it's supposed to look on the pattern compared to how mine looks, you can even see it on here. Oh, look, those little V's not lined up. Yeah, row 7 of 18, I think. Maybe less than that, I don't remember. There's not many rows in the lace pattern. Lace pattern's easy. Row 7. Get done. Not the right number of stitches at the end. I'm like, okay, maybe I repeated the brackets one too many times before doing the edging. Okay, I'll go back. No, it still wasn't right. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just fix it. I'll just fluff it at the end and just not do one of those K2 togethers. It'll be fine.
Were you just like one off?
Yeah, I think it was one. I think it was just one stitch. So I was like...
I would fudge that too.
Right, yeah. I think pretty much everyone would. You'll be like, okay, maybe my lace will be a little weird that row, but it'll be fine the next row. And then I was like going back through and looking at it. I like set it down for a couple hours. I picked it back up and I was like looking at it and I'm like, it just really doesn't look right on the previous row. Like it just didn't match. And I know the pattern's really, it's like these rows of V's. And I looked at the chart again, and then it dawned on me. I was knitting row 9.
Oh no.
On row 7. I was so upset. And this yarn is... I don't remember the exact makeup, but I have this little tube here. It's wool and viscose, so wool and bamboo. But it's pretty grabby. So when I pulled it out... Not something
you want to take back at all?
No. And there were a lot of, like, yarn overs and the ones where you knit 2 together and then pass the slip over and twisting stitches. Like, it's not a complicated pattern, but it does require you to have all your stitches going the right direction, so it took forever to rip that row out. And I dropped some stitches, and it was just, like, a nightmare. But we're on the happy track now. I'm in the next garter section.
Yay. I really like that. I think that'll block out.
Yeah,
the lace
it
will block
will.
out super pretty.
It will, and that one will be a little crooked, and it'll just be my one little wrong section. But that's okay.
I don't think it's noticeable at all, though.
No.
Except to you, probably, but...
Well, I just was... Like, if you look at the picture and compare it, yeah, it'll be noticeable. But my mom's not going to do that, because I will not tell her what pattern it is. Unless she watches this. But here's the yarn. Oh, there we go. It's got this, like, black running through it, and then it's kind of short repeats of, like, a deep purple to kind of a grapefruit to kind of a crimson. It looks like a sunset.
I just realized the window is closed. I should open that and get, like, natural light.
Yep, so I am really loving this shawl.
Ew, my window looks dirty.
Let's see if we can get some color. You can kind of see it a little better.
What is happening?
Oh! I love it when that happens. There. The curtain is not behaving. Yeah.
Did that help at all? I don't know.
I don't know. I can hold the shawl up again and see.
It's slightly lighter.
Yeah. But I think it'll look really classy.
Yes,
done.
definitely.
And I love garter stitch with thick to thin.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it look so rustic. One of my favorite descriptors.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind Puce. Yeah, so that is my one and only whip, and because I have this much yarn left on the first skein, I haven't worked on it in a few days, because Kait has a Swift.
Yes.
And I was waiting to come over here to use it.
I bought it. It's new. It's bright green and
it's
ice
fun.
earring.
It's fun. I couldn't figure out what it was when I first walked in. It looked like a noodle drying rack that you were making like glow stick noodles on.
Wait, that's not your only whip though. You just started one.
Yes, okay. I have 2. I am reworking the hat that I made for our lit along in November. The one
you
I
don't
wrote...
have to show it if it's supposed to be secret.
No, it's
Is
not.
it? Okay.
This is for my dad's birthday. That's for my mom's birthday. This is for my dad's. They're both born in March, which is tomorrow. It's not, but it is. So I've got the brim done, and now I have to actually read my own handwritten cable pattern that's not charted. So you saw how well I did on a really professionally typed out lace chart?
But this is the one where you kind of made up the cables, right?
Yeah, but
so you
I
can
liked the effect, though. I want to repeat it. I know. I could just make it up again.
Yeah. Just like, it's like an interpretive dance.
Mm-hmm.
Interpretive hat.
Have you seen me do interpretive dances? You want me to have a choreographer. Even then, it's questionable. Yes. So that, and that.
Cool.
And that's me. What about you?
I have a new thing, which is a cowl.
It looks really pretty.
I really like this yarn. This is my first time actually using Mad Tosh DK. I quite like it. It's in Oh, those are not the colors. This is El Greco.
Wow, that looks purple.
And this is
Beautiful.
Coquette.
Oh, coquette.
Is that?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's funny. It means like flirty.
Oh, okay.
That's why I thought it was funny. It's like a flirty girl.
Okay.
So February has been pink.
Yeah, it's also been Valentine's Day, which we didn't talk about at all, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, nothing happened.
I'm gonna sneeze. Never mind.
Okay. I had myself prepared.
This is like bright neon pink with a black halo. You can kind of see, but it's pink and that looks like corally orangey.
Yeah, it's deep. It's like fuchsia. It's like fuchsia.
Yeah. So the pattern I'm doing is like just a stitch pattern that you can Google and find called Franciscan Frieze. Frieze.
Oh my gosh, should I spell it right when I wrote it? Friez. Nice. Look at that.
So it's a slip stitch colorwork pattern, and I am finding it super satisfying to do because every row is different. So every row I'm like engaged with the pattern, and like it's really satisfying to see how it changes because the row that you're working on doesn't necessarily look how it's going to look when it's done, you know, because of the slip stitches.
Yeah.
So it's really satisfying to do.
I haven't done any slip stitch anything before, but that is on my to-dos for April.
It's
I'm
good.
super excited.
It's good. And like, so you're only ever working with one color every row, but it looks complicated.
Yeah, it does.
So it's all of the effect of color work without any of the tension problems or the
Which I have.
hand crampy problems or any of that. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying this, and it's just gonna be like a pullover cowl sort of dealio. And oh, I worked on this hat a little bit, like, when we had our meetup in January.
January, the last day of.
Yeah, that one. It's Vegemot? I don't know. Something. You can't see it anyway. It doesn't exist. It's just a knit and purl kind of pattern, chevron oh, there you can kind of see it.
Yay! Looks like little trees.
Yeah. And this is out of Queensland's Rustic DK, which is good kind of woolly feel. It's not like super soft,
Yeah.
but
It's rustic.
it's rustic. Yeah.
Rustic Puce.
This
I'm
is
sorry. I know
this
it's
is not
not.
Puce. This is
It's
decidedly like I don't
blue.
know, cornflower blue or something.
Yeah. Navy. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a little too purple.
Yeah.
We're debating colors that you can't see.
Yeah, because that camera doesn't really
Like
acknowledge color. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Unfortunately.
That's all I'm working on currently.
Cool. You got stuff finished, though.
I did.
You have a thing.
I have a hat.
Oh, that kind of shows up.
Kind of. I mean,
The
it's
stitch def.
yeah.
Ignition.
This is also not really using a pattern. It's like a houndstooth stitch or reverse or something. Houndstooth something.
That's good. That's good.
So it's kind of like a bumpy, pearly kind of looking thing. Pearly, swirly.
McGig.
Yeah. This is out of Cascade Jewel, which I believe is discontinued, which is sad because I enjoy it. It's a super thick to thin like bulky down to DK, I would say.
It
Super
looks
bulky
fun.
down to DK.
It looks fun.
I like it. I enjoy it. I've got more of this that has been sitting in my stash for a billion years.
Really?
But yeah, so I just cast on for a bulky hat and did a stitch thing and then decreased a stitch thing.
And then decreased the stitch thing.
And then,
Knitting.
Yeah.
How to with Kait.
That's one of the questions that Quilla asked me was about, like, making up stuff and not going by patterns at all, and so I'm gonna have a fun time talking about that. Because I really don't, like, I start looking at patterns and I'm like, ooh, I like that, and I find like 14 things that I really, really like, so I decide that I want to, like, take components from one and do the border of the other, and then, but really, I have a completely different weight yarn from what they're asking for, so how do I...
Okay, yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
The different weight, like, that's my life right now. I don't know how to match the gauge to the project, and I hate gauge swatching, so I make it up.
I do find that gauge matters, but not for stuff like this. Like, I didn't swatch for this.
Not
but
a hat, no.
No.
Hats.
Because if it turns out too big, you just give it to someone with a big head,
Big
and if
head.
it turns out too small, you give it to a child.
I should only make hats if I don't want to gauge.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's really small, you give it to a Beanie Baby.
Sure, yeah.
Or if you accidentally felt it. I haven't done that.
No, me
with
either.
a hand knit.
I am waiting for the day, though, because I'll probably just spend the week crying.
Crying and texting me. Because that's what I would be doing.
Sending you sad pictures of felted objects.
One sock really small. That would be awful. Oh
It
my
would
gosh.
be.
After making socks, that they would just be like... Be really cute, though. A little tiny sock. Yeah. I'm sorry. Trying
So
to find
sad.
joy in the sad thoughts. This didn't actually happen.
I would give it to Dobby.
He loves
He would
socks.
be happy about it, even if it was felted.
He would. He would appreciate it. Too bad he's dead.
Why did you do that?
I didn't... I'm just in a dark place, okay? This make one left is really making me angry.
Those are the worst.
They're just the worst. Who wrote this pattern? It was me. Just so you know.
Did you know that make one left and make one right is the same as doing a yarn over on the row below? So if you really didn't like them, you could...
My life is a lie. Oh. But these are like make one pearls. Oh, I guess a yarn over that wouldn't matter. I'm gonna have to think long and hard about this.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I love learning stuff. It's like slogging through little one twists, like where it's just one stitch, and then Kait tells me like, oh, you just knit two together and then knit through the back loop, and it's the same exact thing.
And I love doing them now that I know that.
So relaxing in
Yeah.
a weird way.
Yeah, you either slip them together knitwise for a right twist,
Yes.
or slip them through the back loop together for a left twist, and then just knit them.
And it looks, I think they're so satisfying because they look so fine, like so delicate.
Yeah, you have to manipulate them less so they get less stretched out, so they look neater.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was just admiring where I started doing the secret method on my coexist socks. You can totally tell the difference.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like, me can tell the difference because I'm looking for the difference. But there were on those socks, there were a lot of little twists. I think it was the Lord of the Rings part of the leg.
I think all of them included those little twists pretty frequently.
I really am tempted to make another pair of coexist socks.
Maybe if you start a second one, I'll be able to finish my first.
Well, I got that skein of Hazelnut's artisan sock, And it's like in this brambleberry, like, it's all these reds and purples.
Mm-hmm.
And Hazelnuts looks awesome in Coexist. Coexist looks awesome.
Great stitch definition.
It's just so tasty. And I've washed mine by hand several times. And they still look like perfect. I want to buy a lot of Hazelnuts every now and then, like every day.
They have such great colors. Oh, man.
It's painful. Like, physically causes me pain. But restraint has won out so far. As you can't hear the truck backing up at my house. Yeah.
I'm subscribed to several different yarn stores newsletters. It's so dangerous. Oh, man.
Yeah, I had to unsubscribe from a bunch of them. I'm only subscribed to Yarnology now.
I'm subscribed to Yarnology and Jimmy Bean's Wool.
Oh,
and
I cannot do that.
And
I guess I
one
get
other
nitpicks. I get nitpicks.
Yeah. And the beanie bag for February,
Is it hearts?
I haven't gotten it yet because they said we're sending out a super special beanie bag this month, so it's coming a week late.
Super special?
Yeah, it's gonna have, I don't know if it's gonna be bigger or have, like, more stuff or what. It's a surprise. They didn't say.
That's stressful.
I'm excited.
In an exciting way. Yeah, like not a bad stress.
It shipped, I think, a couple of days ago, so it should be arriving soon.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm excited for you. I want to know what it is. Now I'm nervous. In a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's hard to resist, too. Getting all of the Jimmy Bean's beanie bag stuff.
Oh, and then you're like, oh, this sample's really nice. I want all of it.
Yeah.
On my body. I'm gonna make 5 sweaters. And wear them at once. No.
Yeah. No. I'm still not finished with Alex's sweater. And yet, I keep looking at sweater patterns, like...
But you tell yourself you're doing it for me. Because I said I want to make a sweater this year.
And so I keep sending her stuff, enabling...
But I'm
even though she's already decided on a pattern.
Well, okay, it's not, like, so decided that I have the yarn for it. Like, I don't have, this is my other problem, I don't have enough yarn in a sweater quantity of colors I like.
Yeah.
I have some, but it's cotton. Like, I'm not going to make a cotton sweater.
Yeah.
As much as I love cotton. It's not going to happen. And then I have others that I'm not going to make, like, a fingering weight sweater.
Right. Which I have a languishing fingering weight sweater that I could finish, yet I'm still looking at other patterns.
You're gonna finish Coexist.
I'm gonna finish something.
And Franken's sweater and Alex's sweater. Not like today, but you're gonna finish them all, because I'm just gonna, like, text you at random hours.
Okay, good.
Be like, hey, what's up? Oh, not much. You should be working on something.
I need that kind of motivation / coercion.
Coercion. Well, you told me that it was coercion to get me to do Coexist. So I'll just
That's true.
coerce you into... It's friendly coercion.
Yeah.
That won't hold up in court. Don't use that, friends. I've got some finished stuff to show off.
We have been very, like, babbly.
Chatty. Ooh. So I've made a lot of these. They're washcloths. And they're crocheted out of the linen stitch, which is just chains and single crochets, but it makes it, like, really durable. And I have this one, and then I have this one.
You know,
this one.
Knitting has a linen stitch too, and it looks quite similar. That is interesting to me.
Yeah, it is really, really similar.
I like that.
And then I made a bunch of these, but I gave them... Whoops, it's the wrong side. It doesn't really matter. But I gave them away this weekend because it was my grandma's birthday and Caleb's grandma's birthday. Caleb's grandma was born on Valentine's Day, and my grandma was born on the 12th, so they both got a set of heart-shaped dishcloths.
Very cute.
Yes.
Oh, I like that yarn.
That's the yarn I have a sweater quantity of. Less than... Well, I guess I probably could still make a sweater now. I used a whole skein making sets of dishcloths.
Ooh, I like that one.
So I just brought a sampling over. I've made a lot.
These are so beachy colors.
They are. I stole a bunch of...
Except this one, which is Christmas colors.
Borrowed, coerced my sister into giving me. She used to make dishcloths, like, really fancy ones, because she likes to make doilies. She used to make tons of them, so I convinced her to donate some to my cause, because I had run out of yarn, and I didn't want to wind the yarn for my mom's shawl while I was A, at her house, and B, not with a Swift.
Yeah. It makes such a difference. I don't know how I've gone so many years without having a Swift.
I am so ready to experience that. Like,
is this self-striping?
Yeah, it is.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it was just, like, almost all of these are, like, all these ones are, sugar and cream, lily, whatever those little random nubbins are. And this one is actually kind of cool. The white, my mom had this sweater that she used to wear all the time, and it was a cotton sweater, knit, like, purchased somewhere. And then it started getting, like, worn out, and she wasn't wearing it as much, so she ripped it out, and I have obviously even found more. We have balls and balls and balls of this salvaged cotton.
Cool.
So that used to be a sweater right there.
Neat.
Maybe, like, a sleeve or something. I don't know. So I have some of that recycled cotton, also.
That's cool.
To use up.
My mom also had a cotton sweater that she was, like, obsessed with, and
like
wants
the
me
90s?
to now make her a cotton sweater, because hers has, like, shrunk up, not in.
That was the problem. My sister calls those shirts short fats. When they, like, get, like, they shrink this way.
But still fit fine this way.
Yeah. Short fats.
Yeah. Cotton sweaters, I don't understand that, but my mom is, like, obsessed with that sweater.
I like cotton, but I don't think I would want to make a cotton sweater. And this one that my mom ripped out years ago, it was even, like, it was, like, ribbed all over. Not cabled. Ribbed all over. And it had a turtleneck.
Very 90s.
Yeah.
Very, very 90s.
I don't remember if it had to be long sleeve, because there's a lot of yarn that we got out of it, but oh my gosh.
Like, the most 90s thing that can happen, I think.
Looking back on it, I'm like, that's awful, but I remember being vaguely sad when she looked it up. I was like, oh. Because she wore it all
You
the
wore
time.
that all the time.
Yeah. She probably saw that the fashion was going out, and she was like, hide the evidence. Oh, yes, I made another small thing.
So cute. Oh, she's tangled in the... So cute, except her hair looks orange.
It's okay. It's really red. It's like totally Ariel colored. Yay! She's topless. I haven't made the seashell bra yet. But this is from the kit, the Disney Princess Crochet Kit by people whose names I'm forgetting. You can get it on Amazon for like $17. It's so worth it. It comes with yarn to make Ariel and Cinderella, and then you're on your own. The yarn isn't anything to write home about, but, I mean, when you look at the patterns, you're going to immediately want to make them.
Yeah. Is it,
so
like...
cute. Actually, the red, I used my own.
Oh, okay.
I had some that I thought was softer and nicer, so I used my own red. The rest of it's from the kit.
Very cute.
So far, things I'm learning. I also used my own safety eyes, because it only came with two, or like 2 pairs for Cinderella and Ariel, and they were like totally different than the safety eyes I have on hand.
Oh.
And I'm like, I want them all to have matching eyes when I'm done with the whole set. Random.
Then it looks like they're in a set.
Yeah, then they're like cohesive. Thing that's really cool, patterns written really well, so that's really nice. Lots of photos, if you so need them, desire them, want them, which was nice in some places where I was a little confused, but that was just because I wasn't reading the words. coolest part, I think, is when you look at all the princesses, their hair is so spot on to what their characters are.
Yeah. So cute. Like, her bangs actually, like, curl up like they do in the cartoon.
And, like, I saw the pictures, looking at it, and like, oh, they're so cute, there's no way that's gonna look exact, you know? Like, you think, like, okay, you know, they had their little photo shoot, and they, like, crimped it and pinned it. But the way the patterns are written, it just does this. And it just stays like
so
that.
Cute.
And, like, you can play with it, but it just keeps going back. It's great. And the inner child inside me who wants, you know, your Disney-themed Barbies to actually look like a character instead of monsters.
Instead of just Barbie with red hair.
Right, or just, like, really creepy. Like, some of them are really awful. It's so good. I like it. Lots of princess patterns. 12 patterns. Stuff to make 2 of them. A crochet hook. A tapestry needle.
Nice.
Some stuffing.
For $17?
$17.
That's not bad.
Worth it. And they also make kits. The same crew makes kits for Star Wars, which I saw Boston Jen. She made a ton of the Star Wars characters, and they all turned out cute, and so I thought I'd look it up, and I found this. They also make a Frozen one. They make a ton of different kits, and if they're all this caliber, I'd recommend any of them. But I can only recommend this one, as I have only bought this one.
We will link it in the show notes. Very cute.
I'm excited. Stuffed animals excite me. In a non-creepy way. Oh, that's awkward. In a not-awkward way.
Yeah.
I love to stop talking. Yep. What else?
Let me see. I think that's it. Except, if you share any of our videos between now and our next recording, the prize is a pattern from Carolyn. Did we say that before?
I think so.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
We might have.
It's on the bottom of the page, so...
Well, whatever. We can say it twice.
You win a pattern from Carolyn! We did say it before because we had a conversation about Ravelry patterns, or Etsy patterns, or email, or...
I'm everywhere.
However is convenient.
Or whatever you want from me. Not whatever you want, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's
so,
exciting.
If you have any questions or comments regarding the events, feel free to post in the threads that are relevant. The spring cleaning thread probably won't go up until the event is about to start.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't look for that one yet, but just wanted to give you guys some heads up that the event was coming.
So you can start prepping.
Yeah.
Thinking
in your brain space.
Thinking thoughts of wonder.
And getting exciting that spring is coming. Getting excited, not exciting.
Get both. Yay!
Yes. Spring is coming. And every morning that I go out and it's still frigid, I'm just, like, angry and confused because it looks like it ought to be spring by now.
Oh, it's fine. I say spring can hold off a while because I don't have my garden planned out yet. Which is fine because we have a long time till garden time, but I don't feel prepared for spring. And it's not that cold.
No, and especially this week is supposed to be really nice. So
It's supposed to feel like spring.
yeah, it is. It's gonna be like nearly 40. I can't believe it. So exciting.
Yes. Well, thanks, friends.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Please click the thumbs up, the like, and subscribe button if you enjoyed this. It really helps us out with search rankings. And remember, if you share, please let us know so that we can enter you for a pattern giveaway.
Great stuff.
And so we hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.